Okay, here we got some epic lychees about to get into for breakfast. It's like 12 p.m. I got a little coconut meat, some beef I'm gonna cook up, and I got some potatoes, cabbage, and onion. And probably throw some eggs in there too. These are so freaking good. Oysters, such a great superfood. One of the highest concentrations of zinc that you can get in any food. Also B12, it's like 300% of your daily value of B12. Omega 3s, protein, like there's a lot of stuff in oysters that are like amazing. And honestly, I don't really like to put anything with them. If I make a soup, I might like throw them in the soup or something, like at the end. But they're great on their own. They're really fatty, buttery. Probably one of the best foods that you can eat, like hands down. Every time I eat them, I can feel like my teeth get coated. Like it just feels like it's healthy. So it probably is, you know? So good. All right, so here we got it. Little stew action. Put the hamburger in there. Some boiled eggs, avocado, little refreshing crunch action. And I put some sauerkraut in there too. This might be like the most German thing I've ever eaten. It's really good. All right, so here we go. Got my tastiness. God, I freaking love eggs, man. So good. 1,000 videos. Wow, I've made 1,000 videos. Okay, so we're gonna do like a Q&A kind of thing. Spontaneous. You didn't even see it coming, did you? So let's see. I have questions from my first video that I uploaded like last week on the new diet. So yeah, I'm gonna respond to some of these. Jimber Wumby says, "My man, you made it. I'm so proud of you getting out of that. I spent years sickly in that same mindset, and the change is real. Looking way healthier. Keep it up, man." Thank you very much. Yeah, it's interesting, like when you live inside of a box, and then like something forces you outside the box. Like it's not just going to happen spontaneously. Something forces you outside the box, and then all of a sudden, you realize you've been in a box. You can't tell someone that lives in a box that they're in a box. Like they don't know it. It's craziness. Anyways, Raphael Fletch says, "You look a million times better." Thank you. I was raw vegan. Oh, Luciana. I was raw vegan for 6 years. I fasted for 21 days with Lauren Lockman. I thought the only explanation for me not feeling totally well in raw vegan diet was because I hadn't completely detoxed what I believed I could only do through fasting. Turns out I didn't feel any benefit after fasting. I still wasn't feeling satiated, still B12 deficient, still not being able to gain weight, still craving cooked food. All those things I was told by Lauren that it would get better after fasting. Not only I didn't see any benefits in myself, but neither in all the other people fasting there and long-term vegans. So I finally came to the conclusion that the raw vegan diet wasn't the perfect diet. I started eating meat again, and I felt exactly like you, nourished, calm, grounded, and I achieved a healthy weight. Now I realize the emotional reasons behind my choice. I was lost and in emotional pain when I started this path. I'm happy for you, and I hope you heal from everything you need. Thanks for sharing. Wow, that's an amazing story. Yeah, we have to realize that some people are in this social media, what they share on social media, they're in this and they share catered to a specific crowd because it's profit driven. Now, I don't know if you've looked into water fasting at a particular retreat or a particular location with a particular person, but it costs quite a fair penny. So remember, I don't want to talk about anybody, doing their thing, whatever. But, people do things to perpetuate the profit incentive in which their niche, the niche that they have. Just saying that's a thing that people do. I don't know if he does it or what, but, That's so freaking good. I feel so German. So yeah. Congrats on regaining your health. Oh, this is Glowing Up Everyday 97. Congrats on regaining your health. I've followed you since around 2017. I was raw. God, it was like 7 years ago. And was high raw plant-based for about 4 years. I never adhered to the vegan label. Oh my gosh, this is a long comment. Then I realized I was breaking down and becoming more and more disconnected with people and with myself. I always felt like my head was in the clouds and it became harder to get grounded. I developed hormonal issues and got really skinny. Sounds familiar? Despite exercising, I couldn't put on any muscle. In May of 2020, after transitioning to primarily cooked plant-based, which still wasn't doing it, I finally saw the light and went back to omnivore. Salmon was my first meal, and I can't even describe the peace I finally felt after eating it. I felt like I finally didn't have to eat heaps of food to feel full. God, that's a beautiful feeling. Plant-based was good at first, but after some time it was no longer serving me. A balanced omnivore diet is the way to go for sure. So glad to see you put this video out there. Most won't be so open about it. I know you're going to get a lot of backlash like I did, but I know that those who bash you for this are part of the vegan cult and living in a constant state of delusion. Cheers to good health. Yeah, that's amazing. That's just amazing story. And another thing is, like with this diet, you don't have to think about eating constantly. Like with a fruit-based diet or with a raw vegan diet, all these foods are very like low in calories and low in protein and fat and like a lot of other minerals. So the thing is like when you're eating and you're not getting satisfied and you have to keep eating, it's for a reason. It's because the foods that you're eating are not filled with nutrition. They're not dense with nutrients. Unless you're eating like durians every day, which, might be a thing. Anyways, imagine living in a world where complimenting a person for eating normal food is reality. Pessim power. That's funny. Thank you. Your voice is much clearer, not mucus sounding, and you seem mental balanced. Good job. Thank you, Wizard of Raw. Oh, that's my friend Ozzy. I've been following him for like years. Ozzy Warrington on Facebook. And let's see. Lilo says, "Wow, Austin, what a transformation! I hadn't checked out your channel for a long time and was very surprised to see this update. Not only do you look the healthiest you've ever looked since being on YouTube, but you look happier too. I'm very happy for you." Thank you, Lilo. Okay, let's see if there's any questions. I might go to some other videos. How is fructose causing insulin spikes if it's metabolized in the liver? I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but it definitely is. You can clearly observe it with energy levels. Yeah, very clearly observable. Thanks for being honest and sharing. Yeah. Just a lot of positive reinforcement. I'd love to see that. So nice to see you doing well. Omnivore Bliss. New channel name. Yeah, I like rice too. It seems to slow down my digestion though, so I use it sparingly. With my European roots, I feel potatoes are my go-to. You know, I'm starting to feel that as well. Definitely. I do love rice though, especially like a good basmati. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I'm not seeing many questions. Probably because they don't know I'm doing a Q&A. Let's see. So many questions. I mean, so many comments. Couldn't you have just gone cooked vegan? I've done it for 10 years now. Yeah, I have tried this, and it's not very satisfying in my opinion. I'm not a big fan of tofu, wheat, gluten, like all these processed like protein sources. I just don't feel very satisfied eating like, yeah, that kind of food. And I don't think it's a good source of protein, and I don't think it's very balanced. It can be very good for like carbs and fat, but I'm not a big fan of like nuts or beans either. I'll have beans like occasionally. Sure, I think they're pretty good. Um, Not my go-to choice. Not my go-to choice. So yeah. Let's see. Okay, let's go to a different video. See if there's any questions here. Okay, I'm not seeing many questions, okay? So maybe next time, drop the comments below. Drop the questions, and I'll get into them at some point. That was not 35 push-ups, that was 40 push-ups. And it wasn't even like a, yeah, I could do better. I could do 50 on a good day. Definitely. Anyways. I'm definitely yapping a bit, so I'm going to end the video. Drop some questions down below, and from this video, I'll do another Q&A. Thank you guys so much. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more. Peace out.